Well, some of the players that we were meaning to highlight was, I believe for this one, Trick versus Reps. Now, Reps was actually our highest rated player of the tournament thus far. I can actually have a look on my screen down here. He is a 1.64 rating on VLR. And now, actually, very exciting, you can actually search up this tournament on VLR and have a look at the stats yourself, have a look at the format. It's quite exciting that we got the tournament over on VLR thanks to our friends over there. And yeah, it's a great opportunity to have our little uni tournament on the global Valorant forums, essentially. So, comps being locked in. Is that actually Ophelia playing? Who's on Oph's account? Who's on OPH? Wait.
Well, he's on Phoenix, bro.
Oh, wait, that's Kolashi. Oh, okay. So, OPH is Kolashi. That's, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. I was wondering what was going on there. So yeah, that's Kolashi. He's one of our resident Phoenix merchants. We got two of them. It's him and Splatgun, although Splatgun does play a fair amount of Yoru as well, and some Sova. But he's the OG Phoenix one trick. Back from America, he is the NA import. Flew all the way here to New Zealand for this tournament. But look, we are getting into things. I will need to be following our lovely observer, which we do have today. And yeah, we will be getting right into the game. So, let's get into things. Now, I need to fix those transitions. A couple mishaps with production happens. We were trying to get our overlay to work, but unfortunately, it's decided that it does not want to be. So, is what it is. Unfortunately, it just didn't want to today, which is not a problem. We will sort that out as we go on, but look, I don't know if I'll have time to do that. I have to do it later. We need to get into this game. I already see a few holding out the stunt for the defense. But not going to be going for anything too crazy off rip, just a slight rubble fight, as we do normally see here on Lotus. Team Biscuit not having any of it actually going to be going in towards the C site. Sheer wall, though, will stop their approach, slow them right on down.
Precision kill.
It looks like they will be grabbing the first few kills here. Team Biscuit going to be fighting on forward. Kolashi wanting to go around this corner.
One enemy remaining.
Oh wait, hold on, that's not Team Biscuit, that's NA imports. The sides are incorrect. I will go fix that as well. Apologies. A lot of things to fix, but things will get smoother as we go on. We're on a very strict schedule today, so things like this do tend to happen. As AUEC gets a quick double. This would have to be a 1 versus 5 for him to try and convert this, and there's a third. Two remaining, position known, and, well, still a couple shots that could be found, and an excellent attempt, but unfortunately will not be happening. As it is NA Imports grabbing the pistol round here today. Lovely shots from Hure. Another excellent player that we do have here today. Alright, well, looks like the sides have been fixed, hopefully. All classics for Team Biscuit. They're not going to be investing much here. I don't know if Strat meant to end up on top of rubble there. Doesn't matter too much as he's going to be leading the charge regardless. He's going to be donating that orb over to Kolashi. And of course, the more that Kolashi can get those runner backs online, the more dangerous he can become. This guy known to pull off some rather mental plays. Won't be abnormal to see him dropping many a kill here. Actually, for Team Biscuit, it's not a great start. I mean, I don't know if much was shown there, or if he just got spammed down. A little unlucky if that is the case. Kimono, dink on two-way, how just on the jiggle peek out. Few not prepared for Strat at all. Strat potentially going to be going for a little bit more here. Already pushed up so far. You're up against classics. Why not go for it? There we go.
Enemy remaining.
Quick little 3-piece for the Rays. Should be a relatively easy round to then finish off. Actually, Koloshi unable to take down Kimono. Welcome to the server. 4 before Strat, and that'll be the eco round 1 very, very handedly. Lovely stuff from Strat. It is just eco frags to be fair, but still, credit to him for getting it done.
One enemy remaining.
Now rifle's going to be coming online for Team Biscuit. This is what we needed to see from them. Get some rounds on the board nice and early. Especially up against this attacker side. And look, that's a nice first blood to come through. Sees nade. Rewards them with a kill. Not only that, that's Koloshi gone. Not going to be able to use the runner back in this round. Of course, this is just the bonus, so any imports shouldn't be expecting too much, but if they can get some rounds here, if they can convert it, then their attack half could be snowballing relatively quickly. I mean, the fact that Koloshi has that ult already could have been very useful in this round, but as we said, not going to be too much for him at all here. We use it. Getting another one onto Strat, so good start for Team Biscuit here. I mean, this one is these two teams, a little bit hard to predict who will come out on top here. I mean, NA Import, I would argue, have some massive star power on their team, but I think Team Biscuit, generally speaking, will probably have some slightly better team chemistry. I think they've been playing together a little bit more, whereas NA Imports, I mean, they're subbing in Shiba today. They have, of course, had, I believe it was, not entirely, I forget their name exactly, it was like Mini Toast or something. I think they were playing on an account named Chaewon, but, this, you know, NA Imports is a team of, I believe, solos and duos that have signed up, so, you know, not necessarily the most chemistry, but, I mean, when you've got players like Reps and Koloshi, I mean, these are two of the best players that we have in our university. And straight off rip, looks like Koloshi's going to be getting things started. Separated off on the B site, but immediately grabbing a kill regardless, traded by a Trick. But the rest of the team already pushed up on the A site, but still Spike isn't anywhere close. If that gets taken over towards the C site, perhaps. Oh my gosh, Kimono, lovely shots coming out there, dealing with all 3 players towards A, but the Spike hasn't been found, so perhaps Team Biscuit should be thinking about where that might be headed or why they haven't heard that Spike dropped voice line yet. It's going to be coming in towards the B site. Prowler not going to be spotting Weihao just yet. So he should be able to get this plant down. Perhaps go for a sneaky flank. I mean, he's got the time for it. But still, up against 3 players, this is not going to be easy by any means. I mean, talk about star power for NA Imports. Trick and Kimono going to be absolutely formidable players as well. Trick up there in the ratings as well. We're usually going to take first contact. Immediately will get dropped. 10 HP though for Weihao. Here's exactly where these players are coming from on the angle. I can't find the shots. Trick will take him down, and Team Biscuits going to be denying any sort of early resurgence from NA Imports, just keeping them at those 2 pistol round wins. And Kimono, this is so sharp. Yeah, lovely stuff from Team Biscuit. Not letting things get away from them early on. That's exactly what we like to see. You know, if we get some close games today, it's going to be a lot of fun here. Once again, some rubble pressure being shown. Bit of an eco round for NA Imports here, so they're just going to be going together. Trying to make things as quick and easy as possible. You get some easy ones off rip, but look, I don't think they're just going to be gifted over, that's for sure. Already see it. They're just pausing for now. Trying to wait out some util perhaps. Hard to say exactly.
Drop in a smoke.
Joke's over! You're dead! Careful now.
Now, Polishi going to be using that. Run it back. Hero rifle in this round. Going to be relying on him to get something done. His Strat, 1 HP. Not going to be standing very long there over towards the door. Retake to start. Coming in from stairs. Paranoid to come through. And Reps. Believe he hit a headshot with a gun. It was only a bulldog. Won't do too much damage. And it's all down to Wei Hao. On the back of side. That's 2 nice shots with the Sheriff. But it's just Shiba remaining. And ultimately, Team Biscuit do a great job trading out, winning the round. Not too much trouble in it at all. Well, Kimono, bit of a statement coming in here, keeping things well in Team Biscuit's favor. Heard rumors that he was a pretty good player, but you know was yet to see him on the server, so it's good to see that he's getting those kills when he needs them. This round, split approach from side of NA Imports. Not going to be going too committed to any part of the map just yet.
Okay.
Bit of a slower default, perhaps. This looks like Kalashi fully aware that there's a Vice set up there. Kimono maybe deploying those as soon as possible. Strat now using Showstopper, getting onto site, but there's not really anyone nearby. Sends it out, won't quite connect onto anyone. The spike will get planted very easily. On his way forward, dodging the stun, pulls out the flash, and unfortunately, that's exactly when AUEC chooses to swing. So now the retake begins, 4 versus 4. Lockdown going to be invested very late here in this round. Good usage of the ults to try and stop this retake, but Trick already getting on this defuse, and it's not planted for them at all. Sure, the molly's good, but I think he should be getting detained here. 3 players, all of Team Biscuit, save for 1. Fully trapped here. AUEC trying to save his team. I think enough time's been bought with that lockdown. Ashiba's going to collect on these kills. That's exactly what NA Imports needed to do. Lovely usage of the lockdown. So much value being gotten from it. I'll be feeling good about that one. So, look at the buys. Rifles coming out for everyone, but even though NA Imports won this round, still going to be low on money, so they got to get these ones on the board as soon as they can.
Bring them down. Okay.
Early contact in towards B. Polishi getting that kill onto Few. Oh, not kill, sorry. Headshot onto Few. 140 though. Bit of a phantom moment. Just going to be trying to trigger this sheer wall. I don't know how that didn't trigger it, but look, there we go. Second time. Be able to bait out that little piece of utility.
Out of charges. Satchel out.
Now we're heading in on towards that C site. Still Vice Util here. Stopping Strat in his spot. Didn't want to be tanking too much damage to the Razorvines, but regardless, it looks like Team Biscuit going to be letting this spike get planted without too much of a fight once again. Utilizing lots of util in towards CT this time. I'm fully aware that NA Imports love to fight on forward, and now they're using their ults. Already invested the Steel Garden and the Showstopper. Find their way into this as fast as possible. Not dead yet from Reps will come out, but immediately dropped back towards the grave. This one's gonna be
Last
so
player
hard
standing.
for NA Imports to try and deny. Koloshi with a quick one on the way out, but look, that's not quite good enough. I keep on getting stutters. Apologies, we're trying to fix some of these transitions and stuff at the moment. We should have this sorted very, very soon.
Let's have some fun.
Alrighty.
Concussing!
Tripping out. Finding this first blood and already finding one on B as well. So an early first 2 kills for Team Biscuit is already a great start here. Although, just from the look of things, this is an eco round for NA Import, so they're not going to be expecting too much out of this one. So once again, Koloshi going to be trying to bait out this Rise Wall, destroys the Razorvine, and quick jump out. Do have to wonder if Horoway is going to continue trying to swing off the back of the Razorvine. It looks like NA Imports are pretty aware that they're not just going to be running directly through it. It's not going to be an isolated 1v1, at least not easily. Flash will stop them from coming through that door though. So they're stuck in B main just for now. Paranoia in hand for Horoway. He's just going to be waiting for any sound to send that paranoia out. Immediately grabs a kill off the back of it. Shiba the only one remaining. Is oh my god, Kimono. This guy, so clean with the aim right now. He is so fast. I mean, let's look at this from Kimono. I mean, Horoway. This is pretty basic stuff from Omen players, saving that paranoia for an entry onto site, but I mean, this last, that is just, what a flick. That is insane. We're getting into this next round.
Let's kill this competition. Lighting thorn. Lighting crack.
Where are you?
Only a pressure from NA Imports.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Maybe even using the run it back here, but it's actually going to be for a B split, but I don't know if they properly realize that there's still this Vice set up here. They got to get the spike through. You can already see Team Biscuit very happy to play retake here, falling all the way back in towards spawn. So far away from getting back into this as Strat pushed up once again. Prowler to clear it. But no one swinging off the back of it. Strat deciding to go on forward. Shiba dropped by a few. Strat won't be around much longer either as this retake off to a great start. Haven't dealt with Koloshi though. In through Link, just trying to stabilize the spray. Good enough for 2, but going for more there.
One enemy remaining.
Bit of a ambitious play as it's leaving it all down to Weihao 1 versus 2, but Komodo good for that situation any day. Eventually finding that trade and another defuse for Team Biscuit. So many rounds where they just go for this retake and it's working out pretty well for them, to be fair. Not too bad from them at all.
Now we wait. Need to move my wall. Now we wait. Rip and tear. I'm feeling charitable. Who needs something?
Kill for we use it here. Another eco round for NA Import. Apologies, haven't rolled that scoreboard, but still though, reps. Gonna pray so a few will go down. Strat's found himself lively luck here. Immediately gonna be collecting that rifle as well, pulling his team over towards the C site that he walked all the way through. And for a little bit more as well. Already spotted one, perhaps even heard both. Just gonna play disciplined here. Knows that his teammates don't all have the luxury of this rifle that he's picked up. So he needs to hold on to it. just to make sure that they can secure this round. And oh, what a time to do it. Not in the full buy, but rather sidearms in hand. Managing to make a decent impact here. As Trick looking to clear towards backward side. Spots out where Strat is, but can't find the flick. Kimono with a quick trade, but this would be a 1 versus 4 that he has to deal with as he's fully trapped up. They know exactly where he is, and Shiba on the swing takes him down. NA imports. Look, we know that the players are good, and that's one of those rounds that comes out where it's like, okay, yeah, we get it. You're good at the game. So good to see from them.
Rip and tear. Last placed.
Alrighty. Once again, starting off towards the A site here, and again, not much from Team Biscuit as far as trying to contest this. I mean, especially now with this lockdown in play once again. Team Biscuit not really going to be doing a whole lot to try and stop this. It's also fair enough that they're going to retake here, because they've got nice, pretty few ults of their own. Steel Garden, Rolling Thunder, can easily start a retake. There's the Steel Garden, Showstopper as well, although that's actually from NA Imports. Maybe trying to stop this entry back onto the site. He's already found Kimono, that's a great pick to get. There's actually the sidearms, getting it all done for NA Imports, an almost flawless round for Team Biscuit. Maybe you should have used the Rolling Thunder as well.
Last round in the half.
I mean, I imagine being stunned and not being able to use your gun is going to be pretty difficult, but unfortunately for Team Biscuit, they don't, and well, they suffer a round loss because of it. Sure, credit to NA Imports. Strat, lovely performance thus far today. I mean, this is with reps. I mean, again, we said he's the highest rated player in the tournament for a reason. He was going absolutely insane on the ISO yesterday. Oh, not yesterday, Monday. Feels like yesterday, but no, it was a couple days back on Monday where we played the opening group stage. Now strapped for this last round and a half, deciding to buy an up. But Kimono snuck past, wasn't expected there at all, and well, a bit of a, I mean, I don't know why he clicked the blind, maybe a bit of a misinput. Not too sure what the plan was there, but either way. Once again, Team Biscuit finding themselves in a situation where they've already taken down 2 players. Should be feeling pretty good. Now that share gets triggered once again. Again, for NA Imports at the moment, I think they're just trying to find an opportunity, trying to pick somewhere on the map is... Well, it's a bit of a fake in towards B, or at least maybe that was the plan. It doesn't look like it's worked out all too well. They drew out a lot of ults, but unfortunately Kimono was on the other side of it as that door got opened. And so Team Biscuit will be securing 7-5 at the half here.
Switching sides.
Be feeling alright about that one. Sweet swap halves, of course, here. For Strat and Kimono, they're the ones going at it for the top frag at the moment. Although, as I say that, Kimono actually a decent amount ahead, Horrorway. A similar scoreline to Strat. Kalashi as well. Maybe not quite the performance that we could have expected to see from him, but still putting up decent numbers. And first game on today, these players all... I was about to say coming in early. I mean, they did come in early, but it's still mid-afternoon, so, you know, Not like they just woke up or anything. His Wayhow gets pulled into his own nano swarm. Oh, devastating seas there. Strict finds a couple as well. Spike gonna be planted. That's a rough one for Wayhow. And of course, NA imports in general not getting too much success here at all. It's all down to Shiba, 1 versus 5. Pulled up to play today, subbing in for the NA imports, and well, this one just a bit too tall of a task. So let's see what went down here. I mean, Wayhow deciding to go forward and got sucked and decayed in towards his own molly. That is truly unfortunate there.
I take what I want.
Full save for NA imports. I believe only saw 1 sheriff there, so they're not going to be investing too much into this. On their defense, I mean, that's pretty tough. I mean, they had a fairly aggressive comp with the double duelist, so the fact that they weren't quite able to find too much success on the attack, slightly concerning sign for them. Team Biscuit making their way on towards the CE site here. CE's not going to be finding any connections. Just a lot of spam coming through here. Kimono finding 3 with the ghost, looking for a little bit more, perhaps even an ace. He's on for it. Flash to come around the corner. You're up against Koloshi. Knives are out, and it's the ace for Kimono. This man is absolutely absurd. I mean, he's topping the scoreboards after being completely absent in the Swiss stage. Team Biscuit looking terrifying with this guy shooting. Just spamming. I mean, that's just spam, really.
3 down.
But still, so clean on the rest of them. And I mean, sure, you can say it's eco frags, but this guy's doing it with a ghost. It's fair fights, you could argue. So, the imports gonna be fighting a rather uphill battle here. Oh no, now flying up towards that Phantom. Gonna be trying to stop this push coming in towards Rubble. Done exactly that. Dropping Strat early on. See if he decides to go in towards B to try and deal with Koloshi, but he is pulling it all the way back, not wanting anything to do with any further fights. Already even the numbers. Don't want to make the defense get stretched even thinner over this 3-site map. So you can already see Wayhow a little bit concerned about any mound control being taken by Team Biscuit. I'm not too sure if he saw anything, but should be aware that perhaps people could be coming in very, very soon.
Found them.
Is that alarm not getting triggered? Trick flying on him. His stun will keep Wayhow from staying out in the open. Koloshi goes down on the back of sight of the entry from Trick, and you can see the amount of assists on that one. So much support and neutral from the team. Like planted as now they fall back towards the front of the site. Just going to be playing around this elbow area. Not really planted for main, so they can't go all the way back there. Fortunately for them, not going to be any flanks coming. It's all from Waterfall and Defender spawn. Lots of steps being made. Trick playing ahead of it though. Spots a couple pixels just besides that dark cover. And it's quickly cleaned up by the rest of Team Biscuit. This is looking lovely from this team. I'd always argue that the winner of this team was never going to have... Oh, the winner of this team, what am I talking about? The winner of this game was never going to have it easy, that's for sure. I mean, if I quickly have a look at the bracket, I believe the winner of this team... I keep on saying that. Winner of this game is going to be going up against the winners of Hungry Seekers versus Divas, which... Look, don't want to call things before it happens, but Hungry Seekers were one of our undefeated teams that were looking very, very good over in the group stage, so... Look, it's going to be a difficult game for whatever team comes out on top. No doubt, but... Look, if Team Biscuit, if they've got Kimono, they win this and they've got kimono on Saturday. And they are a scary team, that's for sure. If they're playing like this. Completely shutting down some of the star players of NA Imports. Is Wayhout once again a little bit overwhelmed perhaps. It's actually Rips to find the kills. I mean, fair enough. We know this guy can shoot. Are they ready for the swing from the smoke? Ryuzu mops them up. Koloshi can't find any either. Once again, Team Biscuit looking so good. Now, I am struggling to pull up this bracket. The Wi-Fi on my phone not looking too good. But yeah, so I am right. So the winner of this game will go up against Hungry Seekers versus Divas. Which I believe might... No, it's not our next... No, it is our next game, I think. Yeah, Hungry Seekers versus Divas is the next game that we're playing. So we'll find out relatively quickly who's going to be going up against what is looking to be Team Biscuit on Saturday. It's a bit of a rebel control attempted. Unfortunately, it's really just Shrap being sent out on his own to die there. Only a seize from Shiba to hold anyone else back. That showstopper sent him towards heaven immediately, denying the run it back. Steel Garden sent in as well. I don't believe that connected onto anyone, so maybe a bit of a wasted ult on that one. Could have saved it for a little bit later in this post plant. And Imports still not going to have an easy job ahead of them. Koloshi finding one on the way in, but now Team Biscuit all taking the opportunity to swing. And I think they've just realized that at the moment they're hitting shots, and unfortunately NA Imports are not. I mean, you can just look at the difference in kills. It is almost night and day. Team Biscuit with so many. Now up to map point, looking to eliminate NA Imports very quickly here today. I mean, it has not been long for this one. Very quick map of Lotus here. Ever since the side swapped, it has been gas on for Team Biscuit. Early skirmish over towards B. Koloshi has found this one just swinging on his own a couple times. Perhaps looking for a little bit more. So he should be hearing exactly where that last player of Team Biscuit was heading. Doesn't know who it is, of course, but of course he might have his suspicions, and he's calling some flanks to come out of A main as well. You can already see they've made their way into lobby, but with Huruwei finding that kill on towards C, perhaps going to be heading on back. Wayhout, so many players to deal with, stunned out in the open. I mean, that smoke from yeah, was that a smoke from Team Biscuit? I mean, that one honestly might have saved them. I'm not too sure where it came from, but either way, it's still going to be so difficult here. 2 versus 2. Shiba on the flank. Thinking about using this Nightfall. We're going to send it through. That'll connect onto Few. Quick Jiggle will end up spotting him as well, but just given the 1v1 over, it's all down to Wayhout. Can't hear anything, but still sends out the blind. Tap into the spike. He will have heard that one. It's Wayhout with the Outlaw. We'll keep NA Imports alive just for that little bit longer. Don't know how he managed to hit that one. It looked like a no-scope. Who knows?
Everyone note down your observations, then let's
it's
run
been
it
tough
again.
on Wayhout being left in a lot of situations where he has to try and clutch things out, and well, finally there he does manage to do it to his credit, but still, it's not easy, that's for sure.
Placing sentry. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Now, going into this next one. Team Biscuit gathered up towards B main. Doesn't look like they are going to be going anywhere else, really. This one might just be just hit B. But Trick going to be dropped early on. Melted by that molly. As Reps left to try and defend the site on his own. No one left with him. blinded up by his teammate as well as he pops the not dead yet. Gonna be looking for a target, looking for a kill to get back into this, and he's done exactly that. Showstopper out as well, won't find anything. It's all down to the trade games as 1 versus 1. Both players low, both with ball to just a single bullet. As it's all Wuzu at the end of the day. Team Biscuit taking it 13-6. And so, unfortunately, we will be saying goodbye to the NA imports. Great effort for them, especially like we were saying, considering that they are a team of mostly solos and duos, I believe, that signed up. But unfortunately for them, Kimono and Trick just... I mean, even Hore as well. You can look at the scoreboard. 23, 19, 19. Just, I mean, shooting like crazy. They just could not be stopped, unfortunately, for NA imports. So that will be all we have for this first match. The next game we have coming up is, of course, going to be XX Divas XX up against Hungry Seekers, the #1 contenders team in Premier in Oceania. They are a team here from New Zealand who will be playing today in just, 20 minutes or so. So don't go anywhere. We got that next quarterfinal game coming up soon. And yeah, we will see you then. If I can find the button.
Hello and welcome back to the AUEC SESA Valorant Clash. This is game 2 for the quarterfinals. Hungry Seekers versus XXX Diva. And let's have a look at the team stats real quick. So, team 1 with Hungry Seekers. They are the first seed of this tournament. With LMD Gen, a really good duelist player. Plays a lot of Yoru this tournament, and Daftpot, just a controller. Been here for like a very long time. Trades, playing Jet. So these guys love running the double duelist. And then Toby's also been here for like ages on the silver duty, and Penguins on the sentinel duty. So let's have a look at team 2 real quick. XX Divas. These guys are actually our GC team, so the Pathfinder teams. With Kali on the Jet, Glutz on the Clove, and then El Moped Martin, our ex-president of AUEC Club. He's on flex duty. Capybara played Reina actually, and Swag. So Tabby, she's on whatever flex duty as well. And let's have a look at the feed. Is it Fido? No. Yeah, let's have a look at Fido. Actually one Haven as well. So let's have a look at Fido. Alright, one sec. There we go. Yeah, one Haven. Hungry Seekers picked this attack since they're the highest seed, and we see a pretty standard comp from the Divas with Breach, Sova, one duelist, and then just Clove for like Omen. Either one works with a Cypher, so that's pretty standard. But we do see a maybe Waylay coming from the Hungry Seekers, so that'd be interesting. You're hovering 3 duelists. I thought they could do it, yeah. Keep in mind, Chase Thunder is actually LMD Gen, but Ellen's account just doesn't work apparently, and he's playing on someone else's account right now. So I think, yeah, the double duelist comp coming here with Hungry Seekers. Toby on the Yoru, Penguins just playing Clove, Pot on the initiator duty, Toby on Sentinel. So this is gonna be a pretty interesting game. Hopefully it's gonna be close, but we'll see. But yeah, this is the first seed versus the 8th seed coming up from Swiss, and now we're getting into game real quick. Let's see. Wow. Did someone crash? Oh no, we're in. So let's see how they set up for the Divas on defense. Seems like they're stacking really heavily towards A. 1B, yeah. Solo side from C maybe, and then 1B, 1A length, double A setup. It's a pretty standard default setup on defense for this comp with the breach just holding stun for sure. It's probably like one of the most broken thing in the game, like that line. Just getting jet on that line right there is very strong, pretty much like into the round. Jet can stay there for the entire round. Just hit that early dart coming in. Glit's already taking some damage early, maybe from shock dart, I believe. Odd. A little bit of noise towards garage. Yeah, I mean, Hungry Seekers, they're just playing a really slow defo, trying to figure out where the other team is and pulling rotations, and it does seems like they might end up on an A hit after a B fake.
Camera taken out.
Just a pretty early dart from Divas there, maybe giving them a little bit of misinformation, didn't see anyone. But yeah, Hungry Seekers contacts, like walking up A with
No peeking.
fake B with the side effect mid. Oh, Ellen walking up, getting one.
30 seconds left.
Just that
Last player standing.
That's pretty unfortunate for the Divas. Got the rotations pulled out, and you got some fake info from the very early dart towards A on the second dart there, and just a really good round, really good defo from Hungry Seekers. Let's see how they adapt second round. Maybe a little mid push coming in from Divas. A 5-man mid push, trying to play together, but this might actually work for the Divas this round, since all 5 players are towards C for the Hungry Seekers. Fast flank, 5-man fast
Cage
flank.
triggered. Cage triggered.
Oh,
Spike down. C. One enemy remaining.
Hungry Seekers closing up the round, only losing 2 guns, but I mean it is
They forgot who they're dealing with.
acceptable, considering it's just 5. They kind of just overcooked a little bit, but it is acceptable losing 2 guns to the Divas. But yeah, let's hand it back to Atlas real quick. I'm out of here. Back out taking photos. So goodbye, guys.
Bye, cameraman Ching.
Scanning
back.
ahead.
What's going on? Looks like we're just getting into things. Ah, man. I needed to take a drink. Jeez, okay. Had to go on a quick side quest. Just as it looks like Hungry Seekers are making their way up towards the middle of the map. BL Moped. Ready and waiting, perhaps. There's a flank coming out from Glitz, though. I don't know if they're ready for this. Already 2 kills
Right
for the
here.
Jet. Oh, looks like we're not following the right. Oh, are we following the Observer? I think we are. Yeah, looks like we are. We're all good. Atreides. Outside a garage here. Swag to contest if she does choose to go for this. Swag actually moving her way out into the open. Pixel spotted. No shots to come through. So if that spike did end up going towards the C side, there would have been some Cypher util to contend with as AL Moped ends up taken down. I believe that's Ellen DeGen on that yard. With him going down, Spike's
30
going to be heading
seconds
back
left.
in towards C. Happy Barrett, Swag, both here. Trip across main, that'll be spotted, dealt with, dash on, and now over the top, and what a shot from Swag! Oh my!
Take what's
Lovely stuff there. Plucking our opponent out of the sky and getting a second on top of it. Lovely stuff there what we like to see. Good to see that that bonus won't be converted. Yeah, let's look at this from Swag. This is just absurd.
One enemy remaining.
Damn.
Okay.
Great stuff.
Revealing area.
Early attack here from Hungry Seekers towards the A side of the map. Glitz inside the smoke though, gonna take down Ellen. There's the team for Hungry Seekers grouped up in towards main. Shocked up, bent their way as well, but not gonna be committing in towards this as it looks like Divas are going for. So is re-clear, and there's a player waiting. Doesn't look like any kills to come through. Is El Moped watching for this lurk very carefully here. Glitz fighting in towards Sewers. 3 on the round as the lurk comes through. Trady is getting these eventual trades over towards Sewers, leaving us in a 2 versus 2. Glitz and Swag left in this round. So it looks like they might be perfectly positioned to receive the spear hit on either side of this. Swinging into the smoke, Toby goes down. Trady's nowhere near enough to try and secure a trade. Spike in hand. Swag takes the timing to swing on out. Knives out for Capybara. Unfortunate timing there. Wide swing though is lovely. So Divas dealing with Hungry Seek as well here.
Aye, where to? Who needs a buy?
Ooh. Bit laggy there. Not sure what's going on. Yeah, unfortunately our overlay doesn't seem to be doing too great with specifically weapons at the moment. It doesn't give us the updates for the defense for whatever reason. So unfortunately we're not able to use our overlay system. We're stuck with this one. Been trying to get it to work, but can't win them all, unfortunately. It's gonna be getting the first kill. Glitz scoring a little bit more. Can't quite find the knives. The final one will connect. Going for a little bit more here. Darth Pot. There's 3. Right click as well. Swapping over to a Vandal. I mean, we knew Glitz was good, but like this is an excellent start from her. In fact, we were looking at the stats earlier on. It was almost criminal that she had such a low rating, such a low KD. I believe it was the last game that Divas had. I forget who it was against. It looks like perhaps a 4K? No, Toby gonna take Glitz down. But yeah, the last game that Divas had, I forget who it was up against, which is bad because I was casting that one. Let me have a quick little check. But unfortunately for Divas, they basically
30
won
seconds left.
the pistol
I have
round,
retrieved the
and
spike.
then they lost 13 rounds in a row. So didn't do too great for them there. Also up against Team Biscuits, right? Yeah, Team Biscuits. But yeah, I think Glitz is but even in that one, she still went like even 13-13. I'm not too sure what exactly happened that's caused her to have ending up with such low stats. But look, if she can be pulling off stuff like that for the oh, unfortunately didn't catch the replay, but look, if she can be pulling off rounds like that more often, then look, perhaps Divas might make a little bit of an upset here. Remains to be seen though. A lot to prove for this team. I'm actually not sure. Is Ginkgo a sub or is that Kylie? I'm actually I don't really know. Either way, Alan gonna be making his way on towards this C site and towards spawn as well. He's going pretty deep here. Comes on out. I don't know if any of Diva's hurt. It looks like Capybara probably aware on the angle, fighting alongside teammate here, looking for a trade, but it's not gonna come through. Ellen Degen finds the openers. Swag on a quick trade on the C site, just fighting into garages. Well, unfortunately, this retake in towards defender spawn just can't get started at all. It's all down to Swag as There's a quick double, but it will be Ellen Degen, the hero of this round for the Hungry Seekers.
I find them. I kill them.
4K
Simple as
for
that.
the Yar. Now, I mean, honestly, it was almost a little bit unexpected. Well, like not unexpected, but we didn't get a chance to see the Hungry Seekers
The
playing
goes there.
over on Monday. We
this
knew
is
coming
right.
into this tournament that, like, you know, we let the #1 contenders team compete because they technically fell within the rank restrictions that this tournament has. But look, we knew that they were going to be a good team. They've clearly had a lot of practice together. So now that these guns are coming online and they're having these opportunities for these more coordinated hits, perhaps could be seeing them pull ahead here. At least that's what they'll be looking to do. Aftershock to deny the plant as Ellen Degen looking to fight his way in towards defender spawn. Once again, Hunter's Fury used by the defense, but it doesn't look like it's going to find many tags. Swag trying to make her way out of Garage will get dropped by Ellen Degen, who just TPs on out of there. I mean, no one else from Hungry Seek is really even committing into this at all.
Spike down. C.
It was just Ellen there for quite a while, but now just the team getting into the game and the Penguins looking to fight forward. Quick trade deal, Moped, perhaps a chance, but no, the reflank from Ellen Degen, too good. So Hungry Seekers, bit of a relentless attack over towards the C site in that round. A little curious how they just sent in Ellen on his own and towards the back of site, and then everyone else just seemed to be happy to sit in main, perhaps trying to sell a fake that's not a fake. Maybe that was the plan, not too sure, but either way. Very, very interesting round, I guess we can say. It's gonna be Divas down. Bit of a half fight here. Early breach stunt. Trades. Caught in the concuss. Skinko clears out, spots quite a few players just using that owl drone in towards sewers, but gonna relinquish the space, fall back towards the site. ADS on the angle. Atreides have to try and swing into this. Penguins as well. Gonna be a double swing perhaps. Ginkgo cross out a little bit low, and Atreides finds the kill. First blood go in the way of Hungry Seekers as now they look to make their way on towards the side. Ellen Degen doesn't look like he had a TP there. The Atreides over the top. That's absolutely disgusting. Dashing past as well. Swag taking him down. That would have been criminal if he got away with that one. Running away. Fake clone there. It's revealed and Swag grabs the kill. Looking for a little bit more perhaps. Dodges the shock. Just trying to buy some time for the flank. Glitz coming in. Only has the stinger though. Leaving it all down to Swag. This would be an ace.
My ultimate is ready.
1 versus 3. Last player unfortunately couldn't be found. Toby taking her down. What a round. I mean, this is just disgusting from Atreides. They were floating and still managed to find that kill. And then it must be said, I mean, excellent work there from Swag. This is not the sort of performance that we've seen from her in previous days, but look, if she can hold this up, then look, I mean, that's the story for Divas, is that, like, we know that they've got capable players, but it's really just, can they make it work on the server?
Cutting through.
PP sent him towards the C site. Swag be trying to deal with it once again as, well, it's going to be this dimensional drift that's already come back online. Chasing her down. Capybara to find the first off the back of a trip though. Perhaps going to be flanked though. Toby, the late lurk in through garage, and okay, that's
exactly
a bit
where.
ambitious there. Trying to get behind the cyber cage. Neural Theft reveals where Glitz is. Darthpot takes her down. This is a retake that's perhaps been stopped before it even really got started, not finding any way back into the site.
Revealing area.
The Hungry Seekers looking to stay strong here. Make their way into this one nice and fast. the eco round here for Divas. Up on that deadly cycle, saving and then having to invest it all the next round. Has already lost the first 2 kills. Inco gonna be
Last
working
player
their way
standing.
out of lobby, and it's straight into Daft Pot. Not a great start at, well, just not great in general in that round, unfortunately. Just going for the slow walkout across the map, and Hungry Seekers perfectly positioned for it, expecting it even.
This goes here. Cage triggered.
Early aggression in towards B here. 4 Hungry Seekers going to be dashing on and getting the spike planted as soon as possible. But Capybara nearby, lurking within the
Spike
smoke.
planted.
You have to clear it close left though. Is Toby actually going to swing right on past Capybara? Manages to find that headshot. Now the Rolling Thunder across the site. Glitz taking down Penguins. I don't know if anyone else was caught though, as Penguins is going to pop. Not dead yet, being chased down, and actually going to find Capybara. No trade in sight either, though Swag does eventually find it. Ellen DeGen on the flank. Headshots through the wall, won't find the kills. So Divas on a quick B retake. Finally managed to end the streak of rounds that Hungry Seekers were putting together to take us that much closer by the end of this half.
Last round before the switch.
I mean, honestly, Swag doing an excellent job here on the defense, considering the players that she's up against. I mean, she is by no means the highest ranked player, or even someone that we've historically seen put up good performances, but look, she's stepping up today. We should continue this performance, try and get that little bit of extra time for our team to come online. Maybe perhaps have Glitz and Capybara take over the server. Perhaps a chance for Divas. I mean, it's not over yet. Still pretty close. Only 3 rounds separating these 2 teams. Cyclone going to be sent in towards Garage for this round. Split approach on towards the C site by the look of things, and Swag being spotted, but a team blind will allow her to find
Spike
the
down,
first
C.
kill. Quickly traded by Ellen though. The C site has fallen. And Fury going to be invested as Glitz striking on the flank. The spike won't be going down, and that's Garage back in control of Divas. 3 players
Spike
remaining
planted.
for Hungry Seekers, all grouped up on the side, perhaps going to be fighting forward in
Last
towards
player
CT,
standing.
and they've done a great job at that, leaving it all down to Eel Moped. Atreides has been so good in this series. Will secure 8 rounds for Hungry Seekers. I mean,
Switching
Atreides, I
sides.
was not familiar with this game. They are absolutely popping off right now. It will be, I mean, honestly, I mean, I was hopeful for Divas, right? They got a string of 3 rounds early on in the half, looking very capable. Unfortunately, cooled off a little bit there, but 4-8 on the attack side of Haven. Things have swapped over. It's recoverable for Divas, perhaps, if they can, you know, coordinate a good attack. I've heard that perhaps Eel Moped might be taking the IGL reins. Not totally sure, but looks like it's going to be Ellen
Spike
Degen
down
and
A.
Penguins finding the openers in this round. Not a chance at all for Divas, and this might just dash their hopes just that little bit. Getting back into this one, unfortunately. Not great to be
enemy
losing
remaining.
pistol, especially not in this fashion. Atreides on the final 2. Lovely shots. I mean, that's just, oh, this is truly unfortunate there. This one, yeah, might be hitting towards a quick closer
enemy
for Hungry
remaining.
Seekers.
Flawless.
Not even a plant for Divas. So, Be an orb taken for Ellen early on here. It looks like Divas just want to go for this fast B hit perhaps. Common eco strat here, especially considering that they've forced up, but Toby getting out of the cyber cage manages to find the first, but the push on forward. Glitz. Oh, should have spotted Daft Pot as well. Penguins to find one on the way back in is also Ellen Degen has not been cleared, so it's all down to one, and Ellen Degen started things off and will be the finisher for this round as well. So the force being denied. Things not looking too good for the Divas, unfortunately.
Killed them.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, Ellen Degen. Being a very formidable player here at Open Uni events, so not abnormal to see him putting up numbers like this. I mean, it was honestly
Stay safe.
Atreides, the one that I've been so surprised by. Alongside Swag, I mean, it's pleasant to see one of the players that we don't normally say is those, you know, big game names. Good to see some step up in performance across the board. But ultimately, at the moment, this is looking like it's going towards a somewhat expected result. Looks like obviously we already have 4 players here. Gonna be very quick to grab the first few, and oh, I mean, was that all through the smoke? Ghost and Guardian just spraying away?
I'm amped. Let's
It
go.
was all through.
I got
Oh
things
my
to
gosh,
do.
that is just. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Divas, fortunately, getting a little bit overpowered here by the Hungry Seekers. Like I was saying, kind of to some degree expected, but it's also
Let's go.
definitely not ideal. I'd love to see a little bit more of a resurgence from them, but look, if you got Sobers confident enough to buy an Outlaw or just swing Garage early on, send your Clove down to us. I mean, this is just, I think at this point, Darth Pot really having the confidence alongside the rest of Hungry Seekers. Though a little bit of an overheat will end up giving a kill back towards Divas. Still at a disadvantage, but they'll be re-exploring in towards the A site. No one's home, but they should also be hearing that owl drone. Ellen Degen towards heaven. Don't believe there's any smokes available either, so it should have some open angles.
One enemy remaining.
It's yeah,
Spike down
not looking
A.
good. All down to Swag once again. 1 versus 4. Almost saw her pull off an ace earlier. So look, she's hitting some lovely shots, but it would be a bit of a self-trade for Darth Pot. Shock dart from the
Match
grave.
point.
Now on to match point. Things have really kind of escaped Divas here. So yeah, I mean, just looking at the timeline, Hungry Seekers just strung so many rounds together, and like I said, Divas looked like they were gonna have a good start, perhaps after the pistols, but yeah, it just has not really finished off too well for them. Bit of spam with the Odin on towards mid, almost taking Ginkgo down. Oh no, that's truly tragic. Darth Pot just absolutely mowing these players down, abusing the fact that they're all on light shields, although Swag eventually does get the trade. And look at post on the angle of Atreides.
Last player
It's
standing.
quick and easy for this person. Jump shot around the corner.
Defenders
Finishing things off for the Hungry Seekers. 13-4. Dominant as ever. As, well, as we return to my face. It started with Xing here. I had to go pick something up, so, look, that one, unfortunately for Divas, will be their last in this tournament. They had a good run, had some nice plays, and look, it's lovely to see that Swag topping the scoreboard for Divas, alongside Glitz, of course, but ultimately it was Hungry Seekers taking the spotlight, as we kind of expected them to, as they will be going up against, if I have the memory of a goldfish right now, a lot going on today, but I believe they will be going up against Team Biscuit in their next game. So that will be on Saturday. I believe, I mean, I don't know if it'll be the first game, but look, it'll be early on in the stream. Another best of one up against Team Biscuits for Hungry Seekers. That'll be the next game for them, but for now, we're going to be moving to the other side of the bracket. We'll be going to the Retirement Village versus 5 Pigs, 1 team. Another one where, honestly, it's quite likely to be another stomp, perhaps, at least from what we'd expect to see. But who knows, maybe we'll see an upset. We'll go get this game prepped, get the players swapped over. We'll be right back. Hello everyone, we are back to the AUEC x SESA Valorant Clash. We are on to the 3rd quarterfinal here, another best of 1, and it is between Retirement Village versus 5 Pigs, 1 team. Now, of course, the heavy favorites, I would say, for this match are the Retirement Village. So we take a look at the stats. These are the players that were playing the other day. I believe Xing is subbing out for Primal. But look, Spicy, absolutely popping off. Uncharacteristically good performance. We don't normally see him popping off this much, but look, he did it on Monday. And so if he performs as he was, then look, I think Retirement Village should be looking pretty good. And now, of course, the map that we are going to will be Lotus. Once again, you just have to ignore that scoreline. That is incorrect. That's from the last game. There we go. We'll get rid of it. But look, I think we're going to be getting into the game very, very soon here. Not wasting any time. Got to make sure we're on schedule because some of these players are playing at 6 o'clock in the UTS NZ. I believe actually most of the Retirement Village is playing in that game. So look, they got another game to get to after this one. So it's important that we get started here as we're getting into the agent select. Now, of course, 5 Pigs, 1 team. It's worth talking about them as well. They're one of the teams that managed to qualify just with 1 win. So I think they just essentially got off of round differential. They played, I believe, 0 rivals, very close, 13-11 loss. And then they went up against Divas, 13-9 loss. So, you know, playing these teams, sort of mid-table teams, very close. And then they went up against the Laser Kiwis and absolutely slapped them 13-3. But it is worth saying, though, that up against some of the top teams here in the tournament, we haven't really seen them. Yeah, we haven't really seen 5 Pigs, 1 team against any of the sort of, favorites, I would say. And Retirement Village is exactly what we need to see them go up against if they want to prove that they can go the distance. Like I said, I'm not fully optimistic. You know, obviously going to be going into the cast with as little bias as possible. But as far as my prediction goes, this one should, in theory, be going the way of Retirement Village. I think it'll really remain to see. I mean, it's up to 5 Pigs, 1 team to prove me wrong. But yeah, it looks like these agents have been locked on in, so we'll be loading into the game. The Splatgun playing the Raze. That's not something we see him playing too often. So look, if there's any time you can do it, maybe here, maybe now. 3-2-3 on the Breach. Don't necessarily see her on that role too often either. This might be the first time I'm seeing her play Breach. Primal going to be going on to Omen. Yeah, so some interesting picks coming out across the board. I mean, the comps themselves, I mean, actually, we'll get to it in a second, but transition into the game. And, well, one thing I did want to say was, on the other side of things, they're playing a solo Clove. KO on Lotus is certainly an interesting one. And then, of course, Vice, Sova, Raze. Very common picks, but definitely Clove KOs is particularly interesting here. Whereas I think for Retirement Village, fairly solid comp. Again, maybe not the most meta picks, but I think for like this sort of uni tournament where you don't necessarily play with your team too often, this is a good comp to just kind of pug it out. And I mean, if I'm Retirement Village, I'm looking to just kind of out-aim the opponent anyway, so this is a perfectly fine comp for doing that sort of thing. Is Splatgun going to be grabbing the orb early on here, potentially triggering this sheer wall? She's gotten trapped on the other side of things, and actually some spam to come through from Cam. Grab that first kill. Primal over on the other side of the map. Coin puncher holding the stairs angle. The shot to come through. Classic at long range. Not going to be an easy fight. But he's calling his teammates to help him out. Spicy will grab the kill. Smoke going to be coming through onto stairs, no doubt. Or actually, no, not into stairs. It's going to be allowing the team to split on over towards the B site. Good call. There was plenty of players waiting by A. This end wingman going to get that spike down. 3-2-3. Next onto Macaroni's EST on this angle as well, but clicking back. It's actually a couple kills go in the way of 5 pigs, 1 team. Swapping over to the classic now. Right clicks are good. For a few more can hear likely both of those players stepping around towards heaven, so knows where they're coming from. 2 bullets in the headhunter.
Teleport's broken.
2 angles to clear. 4, 5 pigs, 1 team. Boy going
standing.
forward on his own, leaving ZST in a 1 versus 2. 1 bullet left, 1 shot, 1 kill. Not gonna happen. Back onto the classic, but Spike planted around the corner. A quick right click for ZST.
How do I get
More
away
than
with
good
these
enough
things?
to finish the round for the retirement village as they will claim the pistol.
Last player standing.
Primal
1 enemy
kind
remaining.
of isolated there. Not really much opportunity for a trade. But look, ZST clean in the 1 versus 2.
Gun here.
We're getting back into things. Full eco for 5 pigs, 1 team. ZST going to be buying Vandal. Very aggressive buy for a chamber. Not uncommon to see them just be the one saving, if anything, and just using the headhunter bullets. But look, if ZST is feeling confident, which he should, to be fair. Again, one of those players that was up there in the ratings. Had some lovely games over on Monday. Very good performance from ZST. I mean, honestly, ZST is a player that often flies under the radar for me. He's not necessarily always topping the scoreboards, but he's always consistent.
Cover going up.
Always putting up very, very respectable scorelines, and he's kind of shown himself to be a bit of a highlight player for this retirement village squad. Until Splat Gun comes online, as he tends to eventually. Spike gonna get planted here.
Spike planted.
Full retake. 4, 5 pigs, 1 team. 5 classics. 1 eco round to lose. Unfortunately, it's not looking great for them. Already 3 players
1
going
enemy
down.
remaining.
Macaroni to pick up Primal. Yeah, that's all she wrote for that round. Not much more than just the 1 kill. The retirement village going to be feeling pretty comfortable in that. They're going to be carrying through a rifle, 3 specters, and I believe a picked up sheriff as well. So, pretty healthy bonus round here. Gonna have plenty in the bank as well for the next one. And look at that, 3,000 credits plus across the board. DSD 2.9k. Yeah, they'll be feeling good here. Very clean. And Taiko. Defensive aggression to come out. Spike gun satcheling across into rubble. Not a very committed fight. 4, 5 pigs, 1 team. Immediately falling back. Not wanting to deliver a rifle. I don't know what Spike gun's up to there. Again, we don't normally see him on the raise, so look, who knows what he's up to. But gonna be grabbing that orb. 1 closer to the showstopper. Perhaps gonna consider splitting in towards the speed site. Now gonna clear the right side. He has, but couldn't quite stabilize the Spectre aim.
Standing ahead.
Trade will eventually come through, but amazing guy here. Already managing to find 1, giving 5 pigs, 1 team. Pretty decent opportunity here. Owl drone. Spot out. Primal looking for a bit of a re-swing, but that's a dangerous one to go through. Spicy in heaven, though, finds his upgrades to a rifle. ZST getting on out of there, but it's directly into RNG. And, well, for Retirement Village, although it was pretty close for their bonus, will not be able to bring it across the line.
Now we wait.
So,
Planting thorns.
Rifles online once again. Actually, how have 5 Pigs 1 team managed to get another buy online? I mean, maybe sacrificing some util, I'm not too sure. By the way, they still do have rifles here, so this is the round to lose then. If they don't win this one, then it'll be down to an eco, and well, ZSC goes down early. Not normal to see him being the first death when he's playing the chamber, but this time will be the case. No shear wall in sight on the C side. This time it's placed over towards B. This does make me question why there's 2 players on the B side if they had a piece of util there to sort of watch for any walks on up, but either way, I guess it got them the first kill, so nothing to be too concerned about. Is Retirement Village are looking to just walk out here onto the C side. A very slow creep on forward as Cam finds the first. Blind is good as well. Let's get a second. Trade will eventually come through the wall. 3-2-3. And he could find the one. It's all down to Primal, who has had a pretty awful time thus far this map. And, oh, 5 Pigs 1 team. Do a great job at dealing with Retirement Village in that round. Dealing with that slow walk up. Not letting anyone get that much space for free. Yep, into round 5 early. Walk up on towards C. Hunter's Fury going to be popped off the back of that dark contact, but it doesn't look like it's managed to grab anyone. Maybe a couple tags, didn't quite see, but ults online for 5 Pigs 1 team. Sending in the Thrash. Coming back for Spicy to pick it on up. Can be a useful tool in the post blind as well. The Spike's also been planted for main. Showstopper out for Splatgun, not going to be rewarded with a kill, just sending it off a little bit too early, and low on HP chooses to duel in towards Waterfall. He's Spicy was there to trade him as he's going to fall back towards main, send out that Thrash. It did, I believe, get broken, so not going to detain anyone as RNG doing a great job on the back of side. 3 kills in the round as the pop flash out of the smoke. Boy, Puncher. That was a lovely job there. Amazing guy just sitting on that defuse. Lovely stuff there from 5 Pigs 1 team. I mean, this is what we needed to see. Like, I did some word from Xing earlier on. Yeah, see, Xing was the sub for Retirement Village. He ended up playing on Monday, but well, he's out there taking photos right now, I believe. That's why he's not playing, but I believe what he told me is that if Splatgun doesn't win, then this is actually losable for Retirement Village. And at the moment, Splatgun on the raise, not looking the most comfortable. Seeing a couple of interesting decisions from him, shall we say? Have to see if they can clean things up. A bit of a half buy. Some rifles in line. Splatgun only has the Bulldog. Is RNG actually going to invest the ultimate here? Paint shells to try and hold them back. I believe this angle is just going to be held by all these players to try and stop this Clove coming back into the round. And 3-2-3 taking them out for a second time. Adding a third to the list as well. 3-2-3. Sort of player that's kind of came onto the radar here in Auckland Uni recently, playing for your University of Auckland's A team in the UTS NZ Tertiary Championship. Surprising many people, myself included, but if she can get online, then perhaps another player that could be a point of danger for 5 Pigs 1 team if they can't deal with her. 3 versus 2 for this retake. Coin Puncher to fall and position spotted for the last. It's not going to be an easy one at all. 1 versus 3. Cam, that's a nice shot. Oh, perhaps even an opportunity to fully bring it across the line. ZST revealing his position. Tap into the spike, quick jiggle on out. The time running low, not half, no half secured, and ZST swinging back out. Will secure the round. Don't know if he'll stay alive here. Spike might take him down. Yeah, it will.
Will make mistakes. When they do,
still, 5 Pigs 1 team doing a great job at keeping this one close. I mean, like I was saying earlier, I was kind of fully expecting it to be fully it's kind of a stomp for Retirement Village, but at the moment it's seeming a lot more evenly matched than I expected. I mean, massive credit to Camp. Seems like the Vice players here on Lotus not messing around, doing a lot. A lot of A pressure being shown here. Macaroni looking to try and use the showstopper, but sends it right between, and Spicy picks up the kill. Splat Gun, though, jumping out in the open. Trade will be available for 5figs 1 team. Lots of players here towards the A site now. Retirement Village reconsidering where they might want to go. Doesn't look like that door got broken, but definitely options to pivot if they so desire. But with that flank coming out, 5figs 1 team know exactly where Retirement Village are. They know that this is just a call that has been made to cut noise. And so 5figs 1 team, they're just going to sit here. They're not going to move around too much. Got that flank approaching.
Off your feet!
0 point gets broken as now the Rolling Thunder comes across the site. Point Puncher investing. No command.
Spike
1 for 1
down
trade,
A.
but Coin Puncher could potentially be resurrected, but with Spicy running around on the back of site, perhaps not
planted.
quite that
1 enemy
opportunity.
remaining.
It's Primal actually finding himself now.
1 enemy
1
remaining.
versus 1. Coin Puncher. Timer expires. Primal's actually in a great position here for the clutch. 1 versus 2. I mean, just managing to avoid that steel gun.
Spike planted. 1 enemy remaining.
Nice attempt for
1
5figs
enemy
1 team,
remaining.
but, you know, a lot of these rounds coming down to the wire, honestly. After it's been time at Village pulling it across the line, but yeah, much closer than I would have expected. That's for sure. The approach towards C now for Retirement Village. They managed to get pretty far up here early on. Looks like perhaps still suffering some monetary issues. Spike gun on that Bulldog once again. Not super committed anywhere though. Some passive information. Jiggle peek from Orange. Spam sent through that smoke. Looking to try and fix a lot of place, but looks like it is not to be. Plant going to be sent in towards the A site. Wingman doing the deed, but
Spike planted.
of this retake, some spam to come through into heaven. Actually finds the first blood in the round. Turn around the corner, Coin Puncher punishes well, but duel down to 1 Cam, the only one remaining. It's Retirement Village. Very slow round, just walking on forward, and then just really letting the gunplay talk. Denying the retake with bullets alone. Shells exchanged early towards a Spike gun. Looking to get past all this util, but again, the 5figs 1 team, they've not been particularly committed to the A fight. I mean, they've been feigning it a reasonable amount, throwing bits of util here and there, but never quite fully committing. Retirement Village calling another pause here. Very happy to just take some pressure and then just stop. I mean, the funny thing is, it hasn't really been working as far as like drawing rotates away or trying to fake anything, but at least here against this eco, they've managed to find the kills going back in towards the B site. RNG gonna get one coming around towards A, but Ultimately, Retirement Village going to be feeling alright here.
Fools standing in our way.
Drop in a smoke.
Early start here, once again towards A. I wonder if Retirement Village are eventually just gonna try and fully send it here. It looks like opening the door, they're gonna do exactly that. Thrash gonna be sent on in. Nice stun on towards the back of site as well. Spicy looks to send the Thrash round the back. I don't know if it connected onto anyone. It might have just been outside. RNG getting back into this round, looking for a kill, looking to try and stay alive, but Macaroni's finding all the kills, and actually an assist will allow RNG to stay alive, and just like that, Retirement Village, the plan of just going fast, really not working out too well. Small door broken. ZST 1 versus 4 ahead of them. Not going to be easy. There's that flash. Oh, it's a fake. It's the jump up from Cam. Will end up being his demise, but bringing ZST down to very low HP. This one should be relatively easy if 5 pigs 1 team. Just stay staring at that spike. You know he's got to come for it eventually.
30 seconds left.
Unless Retirement Village just hit some lovely shots. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Enemies close. Eyes up.
Oh, 4 to 6, 5 pigs 1 team. Making their way back into things. Getting a little bit closer. Alrighty. Well. Again, for Retirement Village, slow start in the round. Actually found the first blood as well. ZST just finding a kill into the back of sight and see by the look of things. Primal finds a push out of A. So Retirement Village, not doing too much here, but they've managed to get themselves a good start.
Drop in a smoke. Satchel out.
Making their way on towards the A site now. 1 player in towards heaven. Really all there is. 4, 5 pigs, 1 team. RNG just looking for any player in that gap in the smoke. Put down to 2 HP. Lucky to be alive as Black Gun will eventually finish it off. Flash around the corner. Coin Puncher can hit in some nice shots, some nice flashes as well, but 5 players, just a few too many. 3-2-3. A great game here.
Round in the half.
So actually the initiator's on top for the Retirement Village. CST on this final round of the half. Maybe buying up an operator here. Interesting that he's choosing to play alongside the team.
Shutting them down.
I expect him wanting to get those first bloods really, but at least for now, Retirement Village once again just some early group pressure just to cut all noise. And then just sit here for a while. But we've got in towards the C site.
Flash trap
Draw out
destroyed.
dart, which was, unfortunately for Cam, placed directly on his Arc Rose. So, no blind on the C site. No figs, one team. Left to ask the questions. Where are Retirement Village going? Be triggering that last wall and then heading back towards C. That looks like that's the plan for the Retirement Village. They've got ults online to try and pull this one off. Showstopper and Rolling Thunder. Here it goes. Blackgun gonna be just flipping his way onto the site.
30
It
seconds
looked like he
left.
was just going for like a 360 trick shot in the air. By the way, not going to be
Spike
using
planted.
that showstopper. At least not yet. I mean, if he doesn't, I don't know if he's even used one this whole half yet. But either way, got it in the pocket and should be using it to try and deny this retake. You know that those players are going to be coming together. And he's finally managed to get one. Amazing guy. Drop. Not going to be taking part in this round. RNG. Quick trade after taking down Splat Gun. Coin Puncher getting one as well. 2 versus 3. Is ZST on the flank with the operator.
One enemy
To
remaining.
deny. Coin Puncher who's actually done an excellent job but wasn't quite prepared for Primal to just come around that corner straight away. Time in
Switching
Village 4
sides.
to 8. Looking good here. And, if I was them, I'd be looking to finish it off quickly as possible. They got another game to play in half an hour. I believe the only player that's not playing is ZST? Maybe Primal? I forget exactly who's on the University of Auckland A team. But look, a lot of the players on Retirement Village do have another tournament to get to directly after this, so at least they're sitting in the driver's seat. ZST not quite going to be able to find his headhunter bullets, opting to go for the light shields instead, and so going to be dealing with this C hit early on, just using a classic. Not quite the best weapon here. Spicy here to support, of course. Spike going to be
Spike
planted
planted.
very safely on towards Elbow.
Wall
Those
tripped.
shots quite finding much damage. Flank revealed as well by the share. And here I'm running on forward. Oh, the dink to come through onto Primal. Had the light shields, of course, coming on and
Last
by,
player
but
standing.
this retake, it's not gone too well at all. RNG coming out with 3. So, Iron Pigs 20 looking to make this one closer, and to be fair, I would say that their comp is likely to be a lot better on the defense, or on the attack, sorry. I mean, you got double initiator. KO going to be doing a great job at trying to shut down ZST, make him get caught in the open. Early rubble fight. Knife broken though, so as I was just saying, turns out it's not going to be in this round. There's shenanigans going on with that smoke, as Splatgun's actually found the first with a classic. Oh no, this is not going well for Retirement Village at all. The sidearm's doing so much damage. Cam, the only one remaining, Guardian in hand. Perhaps some guns to be picked up for Retirement Village. Looking for a trade. Cam, it's been so good for 5 pigs, 1 team, but stuck in this 1v4. So many players in front of him. So mobile with the sidearms. It's so hard to deal with. The push from Retirement Village, just way too much for 5 pigs, 1 team to deal with.
That's a good spot.
So Retirement Village, despite losing the pistol, immediately giving themselves a good advantage. I mean, they were already doing so well on this map, but now whatever they can do here, the quicker they can close it out, the more time they'll have to sit in the range, I guess. So, like I was saying, that 0 point, forcing ZST to retreat early, not able to stick around towards Mound at all. Again, weaponry for 5 pigs, 1 team. Not gonna be that. Not great, at least. Slowing things down. I mean, to be fair, I think they were expecting a push after what Retirement Village did in the previous round, and to be fair, they do have a lot of rebel control, but disciplined, not trying to push the issue in towards spawn or anything like that. Retirement Village now going to be left to try and stop this B-site hit. 3-2-3 sending out the fault line just across the site. Flashpoint as well as Macaroni looking to get on close on this angle with the Bucky, but can't. Oh, never mind. Readjusts. 3-2-3 unable to find the Guardian shots, but the rest of Retirement Village doing an excellent job here. Spike gun collecting. It's all down to Cam, up and towards heaven. Share of shots. Oh, it's a bit all over the place. The double digits are acquired by Retirement Village.
Ability, dedication, time. That's all we need.
I mean, 5 pigs. I mean, they're... It feels like so many of these rounds could be going their way, but unfortunately, it's just not really. They're just they've just been unable to pull one of these crucial ones across the board. I mean, imagine for some of those attacking rounds from Retirement Village, they came down to like 1v1s like 2 or 3 times over that were converted. So just imagine if 5 pigs won a couple of those, this would be that much closer.
Satchel out.
Going for this rebel fight once again, but not looking like the most being put into it. Black going to be using the showstopper. That won't connect onto anyone. He's now the only player remaining here, so 5 pigs do want to push on forward, try and push him back. Be a good opportunity to do so, but now 3-2 by his side, they can confidently go on forward, and with Cam getting that kill on the C site, well, rotates being called in the spike all the way over. I think Retirement Village fully aware of that possibility as well. You can already see it. Retreat and rotate over. Now choice to post plant positions, but still not great. It wasn't like it was planted for mound. It's still very much in that safe conservative plant spot. Be trying to go for something more aggressive. They're just going to be playing over towards elbow. So for Retirement Village, all they need to do is clear a couple of these close angles and perhaps they can find a way back in, but they didn't have the numbers to begin with, and now it's all down to 1. Operator in hand, DST. It was never even part of this retake. And just like that, he's going to be forced on back. So Operator not really getting much impact at all in this round. He'll just be forced to save, get on out of there. Try again next round. Now, with the ult cycle, 5 pigs definitely could make something out of this. Already have the not dead yet. Null command, 1 off. Steel Garden also 7 out of 8.
Not ready yet.
So, shifting early towards the C site just to try and get that orb, I would imagine, but with Macaroni going down, 5 pigs sent running all the way over. So once again, seeing it similar setup, spike gun, jump peeking the angle, and primal likely paranoia in hand, sitting deep on rubble. I don't know what spike gun's doing with these satchels, man. He just keeps throwing them. Put him on Phoenix. He's so much better on Phoenix. Regardless. 0 point. I mean, that's some subtle line. I don't know where that knife came from, but it landed over towards B main. Didn't tag anyone by the look of things, so. 5 pigs. Reconsidering over towards the C site, but CST Diligent chamber gameplay with the operator. After grabbing that first kill, and be
30 seconds left.
I mean, I was gonna say rotating, but he did get the first kill over towards C. So sticking around here. Actually will get punished for trying to push on forward with his headhunter as well. Steel Garden put into the round, no command as well. Life picks trying to make their way on towards the B side. Get that spike planted.
10 seconds left.
Spike gun though. Out from Link. No smoke to block his line of sight. 1-for-1 trade. Hey, ready for Primal on the flank though. Spicy just biding his time, waiting for the flank to come through. Primal's found the kill. There's a second to come through as well, and it's all 3 for the Omen. Here we go. Brothers in arms. In the 2v3. Spicy, full trust that. For Primal, he'd just be able to get all of them, I guess. Spicy not really playing a big part in that one at all.
One enemy remaining.
My ultimate is ready.
Making it look easy.
Let's reset. Deep breaths and all that.
Now, of course, Splat Gun. Where did Splat Gun get all these kills? I feel like... I think I've been talking bad on Splat Gun's raise this whole time. Because every time we've watched him, he's just throwing satchels at walls. And I feel like I haven't seen him do a double satchel other than the time he was trying to get onto the C site and he was just kind of spinning around midair. But I guess he's getting kills somewhere, so... Look, as long as it's successful, I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Trying to Village do look to be in the driver's seat at the moment. 5 pigs. Not making this one subtle at all. Just having that orb on towards the showstopper. I'm not too sure how close it is to coming through, but imagine nearly there. Yeah, 1 off, so 1 kill and Macaroni. An opportunity to bring out the rocket. Spicy. Fighting into the back of the site. Now that showstopper out, sent towards the flank, and it's a direct connection onto Primal. Like to be planted, trying to spam it down. Splat Gun in waterfall. Lovely shot onto Macaroni, but low on HP. Lots of pieces of util thrown his way. Lots to deal with. You can hear those players. Hear how close they are, and well, that Molly has brought him that much closer to his demise.
Bomb buddy out.
Got sent towards elbows. ZST can't find any with the operator, and so it's all down to Splat Gun. If I was him, I'd be looking to get on out. No time to try and go for this one at this point. Scoring Puncher will end up securing the round. Is China Village faltering a little bit. Can't seem to string these rounds just together, but I'd say the same. 4-5 pigs, 1 team. That's also all their ultimates used. Splat Gun now has, of course, the showstopper of his own. 3-2-3. On off the Rolling Thunder, so the ult cycle spins the other way. Time at Village, perhaps with an opportunity. Spicy grabs the first.
There.
China Village very happy to go for these early fights that, well, they don't always try and push off the back of it, but here in this round they are fully gathered up inside this dark cover, just waiting for it to fall. Actually, oh no, they're not swinging it, they're just tucked up in the corner. Cutting off any chance at a rotate. 4-5 picks, 1 team, but it looks like they're fairly committed and wanting to go in towards the safe side. ZST, as soon as that door got open, took the opportunity to swing, and it's, well, indirectly, eventually a trade to come through and towards the B site. Spicy to go down as finally this flank making its presence known, but Orangey was holding for that for so long after that initial B push. DST though grabs another one, trying to stop the spike from making its way in through Link. Does end up getting dropped though, as Time at Village looking to reclear some of this space, but 5 pigs not having any of
30
it.
seconds left.
Rotating back over RNG. And a bit of a look as Splat Gun pulls out the classic. Jumping out in towards B. I don't know how he's managed to pull that one off, but either way, it's left it all down to 1. Amazing guy on the Sova. 12 seconds left. Running around. Throwing his util out.
We bring in the
3-2-3. A little bit of extra bullets there. I don't think you needed all of them, but
Match point.
making sure he's dead, I guess.
them in the ground.
12 to 7. We were talking about those ults earlier. None of them really needed to be used by retirement village, and none of them were really online in that round either. But now that they're on 12, they are also fully prepared to perhaps really send this one. You can already see 4 players towards the A side of the map, 3-2-3, holding out the stun. There's a lot of players on the other side of it, perhaps could even go for the Rolling Thunder. Paint shells exchanged, as they have been so often. Door gets removed as well, and look, 5 pigs not having any of this. Escaping the big bad wolf, they're going over towards the C site. I guess the big bad wolf is more from the 3 pigs, not 5. But anyways, Macaroni making his way onto the C site, Bucky in hand. Not quite the most ideal weapon for this, but if he can get in towards the smoke, towards ET maybe, an opportunity. But now all the ults being used, and Splat Gun's just taken down 3. The Thrash, oh, they've just caught each other. Look at it. Oh, what is going on? Oh, just like that, it's over.
Defenders win.
What a way to finish things off. All the ults thrown in at the same time towards the C site. I mean, the Rolling Thunder, everyone's stunned. And then, of course, the Thrash. Splatgun getting 3 with a showstopper. What a way to finish things off. I mean, that is the chaos that this retirement village brings. You know, they might have called themselves the retirement village, but look, clearly they can still fight. And look, they'll be moving forward onto the rest of the playoffs on Saturday into the semi-finals, where they will be going up against the winner of our next game, which is Le Seraphim versus, if I can remember, it's Streamer University plus Frank. So look, quite the interesting one. We saw Le Seraphim twice on broadcast for the group stage. Didn't get to see Streamer University plus Frank, but it'll be good to see how they go up against Le Seraphim. So I'm quite interested to see how that one goes. Make sure you guys wish, of course, UTSNZ, your A team, best of luck, as they will be going against, I believe, one of the University of Waikato teams at 6 o'clock. We won't be streaming that one because we are finishing, of course, with the last quarterfinal game here. But yeah, we're going to be setting that one up in the next little bit, and then we will be playing out our final match for the night. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the final round of the quarterfinals here for the AUEC x SESA Valorant Clash. My name is Atlas, and I'm joined by co-caster
Jack.
Yes, welcome Jack to the broadcast. It's for this final game, Le Seraphim versus Streamer University plus Frank, which are honestly a little bit of known versus a little bit of unknown as far as like who we've seen on broadcast before. But we're gonna have a look at the stats first. Jack, there's some pretty good players here on Le Seraphim.
You know, I've seen IU, I've seen Simply, I've seen Cynthia, all throughout previous AUC events. Quite excited to see how they perform.
Yeah, I mean, Cynthia was pretty funny. So I actually coached her in GC a little while back. So that's how I know her. And it was really funny because we broadcast Le Seraphim twice during group stage.
Right.
Both times, she bottom fragged. Absolutely could not find any kills. Apparently, they called a timeout on Bind because the team was asking her, like, are you okay? Why aren't you getting any kills?
That's a little bit BM, no?
I mean, a little bit, but, you know, so maybe if they call a timeout, we'll know what's going on, but,
Have to keep pressing tab.
yeah. Look, she played better the next game, and they made it to the playoffs here, and to be honest, they're probably the favored team, but they are going up against Streamer University plus Frank, who have, you know, some very decent players as well. Nubu and Yumi come to mind. They're doing pretty good in the ratings. Dewey and Frank, not too sure. Haven't seen them as much, but, you know, Frank made his way into the name of the team, so he must be okay.
I mean, he's a named partner on the team.
Yeah. Should be okay. But look, we're going to be going over to... That's not right. That should be Ascent. Who's on defense, by the way? I actually don't know who's on.
It is Simply's team on defense.
Simply's team. Okay, so it's Le Seraphim on defense.
Seraphim is on defense.
We'll fix that now. That should update live. There we go.
Bang, there we go.
So Le Seraphim on the defense. And as we get into the agent select as well, I actually think we did watch Le Seraphim on Ascent the other day.
Really, interesting hovers right here.
Yeah, I
Got
mean,
the chamber, the Astra on Ascent. It's interesting.
yeah, I mean, Cynthia plays a lot of Astra, which is funny because I don't remember her ever being a smokes player, let alone an Astra player.
Astra
But
has not been in the meta for a very, very long time either.
I mean, she's actually in a decent place at the moment. But Omen is also just really
Omen's
good.
just so much better.
Like
right?
that's why it's like, especially on Ascent, right? Like this is
Yeah.
Omen's home map.
Yeah. I mean, the comps are tried and tested throughout what the last 5 years on this.
I mean, we say tried and tested, but DLW, we call him IU now, but like IU always plays Neon on basically every map, so it's not like we're playing traditional comps
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
so
exactly.
I think that's kind of out of the question. It looks like perhaps a fairly unconventional one on the
Fade.
other side. Yeah, Fade locked in is interesting. I honestly don't mind Fade on
Yeah.
Ascent. I feel like Fade's the sort of agent where when she came out, she was like super in the meta, really, really good, and she's kind of drifted off a little bit, like since there was a
Yeah, to-
Gecko, Teo, she hasn't been used as
Little more
much.
map specific.
Yeah,
for the
but then
Fade.
because of that, no one remembers how to play against her.
That is true.
Like, I feel like every time I see a Fade and ranked on the other team, I'm like, oh no, because no one knows how to shoot the eye.
Fade, I think, very powerful when you have an explosive duelist.
Yeah.
On your team, like the Neon, like the Phoenix, who can capitalize off C's. You know, follow the dogs.
Yeah, should be an exciting one, hopefully. Looks like we are in, so let's get into the game. Apologies for the stutter. It happens to just do that whenever we have in for some reason. Don't know why. Must be UE5 things. I mean, it's the reason why our overlay is not working is because of the UE5 bug.
5, really?
Yeah, well, because they changed the engine, the event provider that we use has had to redo their whole thing. And so it's fixed now, but only for players. For observers, it's not fixed. So we get updates for one side, and then the defense specifically, we just don't get weapon data for. So we just see 5 knives. It's really odd.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Looks like we're getting into things though, and it's some early mid pressure from Streamer University and Frank. They're just running it down in towards market here. Directly into that trademark, but that'll only be slowing them down for but a moment. Gonna have
They're taking a lot of space in that.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to get past this crossfire though. I'm not sure how they plan to do this one. So, Fufu grabs the first, traded by Simply, dropping over to the classic connection.
Spike down.
That's a lot of
B.
damage. But I moved on. Oh,
One enemy remaining.
very, very whiffy.
We didn't get that one on broadcast.
Yeah, we didn't see it. We averted our eyes. Trust. But it's all down to 1. Dewey 1 versus 3. Cynthia shows her back, but unfortunately for Dewey, can't seem to find the shots, and Cynthia will come back in for revenge.
That was a hard one to break.
Yeah, it's not easy.
You've got angles on all sides. You trying to get the spike out there.
Yeah, I reckon. I mean, yeah, I mean, you're using a classic as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of those angles are the sort of angles where if you were using like a Vandal or something, you'd be trying to like get little wall bang
Yeah.
pixel peaks. Yeah, it's
Well, the classic there, you're looking at a double headshot.
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
More if it got armor.
Yeah, it's so hard to win that one there. So down to full save here for Streamer University.
vision.
Just a slow creep up towards A main. I've seen a couple ecos get converted today. Yeah. Maybe if they can get this going. Immediately baiting out that gravity well. As I move on, get on the angle with the Bulldog. Yumi taking some damage, but falling back.
Oh, one shot coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere. Not tempted to try any other part of the map. I mean, to be fair, you've got classics. It's like,
Get off by the potential stack.
no, not at all. But I mean, you can already see on the mini-map one of the Seraphim players getting quite deep in over towards B, so I think they just have mid to be worried about. Otherwise, they should know that Streamer Uni are going to be in towards A, and just like that, Simply's managed to get the first blood. Yumi to fall. Streamer Uni now going to make their way on towards the site, but no smoke in
One
place. As
enemy
Cynthia and I moved on, looking to
Spike
mop
down
things up
A.
nice and easy. Udu,
30
the last player
seconds.
remaining, and no
Flawless.
scope from IU sliding on
That
in to
was
grab the
clean.
kill. Will
Keep it up.
finish things off.
Cynthia Grace 2 though, not bottom break anymore.
Yeah, she's at the top.
Wow, Ow.
back to the server.
No pauses coming out just yet for her.
Yeah. Look, she's been practicing a lot. Every time I log onto Valorant, she's scrimming. She's in a 5-stack. She's been prepping for this tournament. She wants to win.
Wants the Seraphim to carry the title.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's some tough competition. I'm gonna be going up against Retirement Village next if they do manage to win this one. So by no means an easy team.
Two of those players scanned on the
Coming through.
Yeah, but no paper walls, or less paper walls here in a sense, so not going to be seeing any Odin gameplay or anything like that from Bug. Not just yet, especially not on this bonus here. Spectre in hand, not going to be able to stabilize the game, and simply does get a
Spike
trade,
down,
but
B.
immediately taken down by Fufu.
got a 3v3 on the B side.
Yeah, spike down on the lane, though Yumi looking to try and pick it up. As I moved on, oh no, neither player looking at each other. Fufu ends up coming out with the whoa, what? How was that a kill? IU getting away with daylight robbery there. Cynthia takes a loss. Yeah, the other player's nice.
Coming out from the shorty.
Oh, I think I caught it. Yeah, we're gonna look at that one again.
One enemy remaining.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, you should not be able to get away with stuff like that.
Just not be able to get away with that, no.
I mean, look, we know IU plays Neon on like pretty much every map, so I guess it's the sort of thing you get used to on Neon.
Yeah.
There was a shorty there, it's just crazy.
Finding just a random kill with the shorty.
It's devastating for streaming Uni as well, because, you know, it's Ascent, defense Ascent, you know, has many a game that goes to a fairly significant scoreline when the starting team is on defense. Trying to corner though, looking to deal with IU, and look, they don't even want to use their gun, they're just running around causing chaos. How are they still alive? Bufu made their way onto the back of side, taking down Cynthia. As IU, oh, the knives are out! Oh, what has just gone on? How has this happened? It's an eco round that might go the way of streaming Uni.
An eco round with knives.
Yeah, I don't know how IU stayed alive so long, because he got blinded and then was just running around. No one killed him.
This is still a very, very winnable
Yeah, especially looks like Simply hasn't been cleared.
My ult is ready.
more winnable.
Yeah, and Fudge, very
enemy
solid
remaining.
player as well, dealing with hell, and it's converted nicely. Fudge finding some lovely shots, but I mean, we gotta look at what happened. Look at what he's doing. He's just running around. Well, how is he staying alive so long? And then Fufu finds their way into hell. GLW trying to take them down. And
By the Cypher.
that is insane. How has that happened?
Yeah, still on top of the scoreboard here.
Yeah, she's doing alright. I mean, look, who knows? Maybe she'll stay there, but
The money's looking really, really good for the side of the Seraphim. I mean, they're 4-0 up.
yeah.
Shock dart.
Yeah, Streamer Uni.
Scanning.
Rough start here, unfortunately, as I moved on. Grabs
Go,
the
go,
opener.
go.
I mean, that's a player that we haven't talked about too much today yet, but look, as far as the last tournament here at Auckland Uni went, they were absolutely farming back in semester 1,
Take
and
this.
alongside IU
Spike
as well.
down
Like,
mid.
this is just
Do we find two?
shot missed from Simply. It's a little reminiscent of what we were seeing earlier in the group stage. New finding Fug pushing out of B as well. That's going to give him the neural theft. So suddenly this very favorable position for the Seraphim given up, and with that info gathered, I think Stream Uni can just...
Another 2v2 situation.
Last
Yeah, I think
player
they're just going to
standing.
run down the ARP. I mean, they knew it was a solo ARP. You should swing together. You should be able to deal with him, and they do exactly that. So 1v2 for Cynthia. Show us what you got. Spikes will go down.
Spike
I
planted.
mean, that's a... I don't think I've ever seen the spike get put down there, specifically in that spot.
Oh, Atlas, this is our top fragger going into the 1v2 clutch here.
Oh, where did that even come from? Was that just The cam? Where was the cam? Oh, it's the trip. Oh, okay.
That was the trip.
I was gonna say, how'd they get revealed otherwise? So, look, I mean, that one kind of fell on its face a little bit. We were gassing up, I moved on, and IU, and then they kind of overheated there a little.
Shuri finds their first round.
Off the back of Dewey, I mean, he got
Yeah, off the back of Dewey going insane.
3 or 4 kills.
Tiles.
Yeah, I mean, look, there was a couple players that we were highlighting earlier in the stats. It was mainly Nubu and Yumi for the side of Streamer Uni, and look, they haven't really come in line yet. But if Dewey can be hitting some nice shots as well, maybe they can look to make this one a little bit closer.
I think it was pretty cold in the arena.
Yeah.
So maybe they could be physically warming up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's always a weird one for best of one, right? You're having to swap out the
Yeah.
player setup. You don't have that much time to warm up. Since I mean, we were on a stricter schedule. These players had a little bit longer because it's the last game of the day, and you know, we kind of have a bit more time for them. But coming back into this round simply on this angle towards B main, sorry, and couldn't quite find the shot.
The right juggle.
IU, though, another operator in his hand, and he's gonna take an unfortunate timing for him at least. He's retreated back towards tree. I don't think he revealed that operator doing that jump peek, so still retains that slight element of surprise. Could take timing to swing out, take an up shot. No one on this angle anymore as Nubu swings out.
Finds Nubu just swinging the off.
Yeah, and look,
Teleport's ready.
simply back on this angle. This is something that Cynthia was complaining to me about in DMs, was that Simply wasn't hitting his shots the other day. That if he can start hitting those off shots as he is now, then perhaps the Seraphim might be a team to contend for the title here in this Valorant clash, but trades
One enemy
not
remaining.
really coming through from Streamer University right now, so it looks like this one should be cleaned up pretty easily.
10 seconds left.
Let's do it. Oh, that's ooh, nice shots, but look, I don't think there's enough time.
This is looking a really similar situation to last round, isn't it?
Yeah, all
Dewey
down to
just-
Dewey.
Finding miracle picks, getting the 1v1s.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Well, they'll save the rifle through, but that's kind of all there is to it.
Gotta go.
Look, simply finally hitting some of those up shots that been missing, apparently.
I mean, he found 2 plus the Phoenix ult, so
Not too bad. For Yumi, it's a rough start. If you're gonna be picking Phoenix on a map like Ascent, you should be looking to try and get that ultimate online as much as possible.
farming those orbs every round.
Yeah, and to be fair, on a map like Ascent, you can, especially this A main one, shouldn't take too much effort to try and claim the space. And you can see they've just kind of walked forward here.
Face your fear.
Using trying to get onto the site, but that the pull from
Spike down A.
Cynthia is
One
lovely.
enemy
The
remaining.
Astra util is just so insane there.
Yeah, grabs her a nice 3 kills and Dewey. Yeah, not on heaven. He's been down here in L. Honestly, how did he even get here? I mean, it was close, but I mean, that is massive credit to Cynthia there. That gravity well. Oh, I didn't quite catch it, but gravity well from Cynthia there was absolutely perfect. Stopped that fast execute coming right in his tracks. Big DP across. To be honest, if he had went for it, I think if he actually went for it, he might have been okay because that angle was not fully cleared.
Yeah.
But either way. Dang
Still
it.
not counting him out in situations like that.
Nah, I mean, but then again, can't just be
He
him.
finds Simply.
Another missed up shot, I guess.
Watch out. I'm out
Now,
of here.
yeah, sliding on out. IU looking to lead the charge as well. There's a Neon running through Defender spawn right now, and I don't know if IU's going to be fully aware of it, but the timer expires, so back down to a classic. Not going to be the most ideal weapon for this, but still a lot of space gathered. A lot of chaos scores. I don't even know what's happened in the half the kills in the round. It's an unfortunate timing through for Givenberg. The Hunter's Fury as well. Try to deny this plan. No, Dewey just managing to TP out in time.
Dewey very low with the spike here.
Yeah, what do you reckon? Do we do it this time? Do we get the bomb down? Do we win the round?
Oh. You've got jokes.
4 hours of casting match.
Right here.
It's getting late.
If you weren't in cast, consider a Korean stand-up.
I'd rather be sitting down, I reckon. But look, Dewey
30
gonna
seconds
be
left.
eventually making his way onto the site, tap into the spike, looking to try and force him to swing
Last
out
player standing.
of tree, and
Spike
look,
down A.
unfortunately, just low on HP, leaving it all down to Nubu. Again, player that we were talking about earlier, but we haven't really seen him do too much at the moment, and I moved on. He's just going to be toying with this one. He knows that
10
clock is
seconds
getting
left.
low. He knows that Nubu has to plant this eventually.
They have to go for one, yeah.
Yeah, and I moved on. Yeah, fully aware. This is not looking good for Streamer Uni. And a bit of PM as well.
Your hearts are pounding.
Yeah, I moved on. 12 and 4. Yeah, I mean, look, there's a reason why in that intermission video that we play, almost half the clips are from one guy. It was I Miss Her back then, but now it's I Moved On. But his skills are still good, so
Seems nothing's changed.
yeah, moved on from the girl, but not from the game. Still playing Valorant clearly.
Obscuring vision.
The shooting ability in game hasn't moved on either.
Still just as he was. Perfectly fine. Getting plenty of kills here. Oh, no. Gonna be going the way of Le Seraphim is. Again, Streamer Uni. This is an eco, but look, they haven't. What was that op shot at? Is that a camera or something? I don't know. Simply making his way out of B main. He's,
Just walk all the way to be made.
yeah, didn't TP either after that kill.
Cutting their
So,
vision.
oh, look, he's out of there now.
Still in sight.
So, look, I moved on.
Last player
this-
standing. Spike down.
Yeah,
Attacker
this
spawn.
Gotta go.
I mean, a 1-for-1. But,
I got
look, this would be a 1v5 for Fufu. You look at how's he gone there? Didn't he start over towards tree?
I mean, it's right?
Yeah,
You can get across the map in seconds.
clearly. This is looking to be one of the most dominant maps that we've seen thus far in the quarterfinals, if this continues on this way. But
Heading to the above.
yeah, it's
That'll work.
not looking good. It's, just quickly check.
We're looking at a really big B main fight this round.
Yeah, this one could get messy.
Simply holding the offline
In we go.
for the Omen to flash him off this angle, right?
Should be, but I mean, I feel like Fufu's probably going to stun it if they are going fast. Either that or it's going to be the splash around the corner, but the timing is perfect from Simply. Immediately takes her out of the round. And Dart's great information as well. Wide peek out from Fufu. That clipped through the wall. I mean, they took some damage from something. Maybe it was either way. But sight. Although, as I say that, 2 kills immediately going the direction of Streamer Uni. So perhaps finally an opportunity in this round. But IU using the
One enemy
isn't going to be able to
remaining.
find too much. So suddenly,
It's very, very low.
suddenly it's down to Cynthia. Another opportunity at the 1v2. Not going to be going down to that trip this time. Although the cyber cage gets put up. Can't quite find the shot. Just manages to take down Nubu eventually. Be a game of reaction. Oh no! Oh, Cynthia, we can't be missing those ones. Knew exactly where he was, saw the barrel and everything.
Oh, you caught the whiff too.
Yeah, oh, it's
One
messy.
enemy
I'm
remaining.
gonna send this to her after this round. Nice attempt
Oh,
though.
she caught the tip of the barrel.
Yeah.
Probably not expecting to swing right away.
No, not at all. Maybe expecting a reposition, or like maybe she was thinking that they thought that she repositioned. There's a
Yeah,
lot of mental
yeah.
gymnastics, Nick. Like,
90% of clutches is just, you know.
yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, not to be for Cynthia. Both rounds that Streamer Uni
Joke's
won,
over! You're dead!
1v2. That's not converted from the Astra. So
This needs to come online here.
yeah, Yumi has been not getting too much success here at all. So, nice attempt at the dodge there, but ultimately
I need it knocking down.
Cynthia looking to start utilizing that Astra util and towards main, but maybe just a little bit late. Just a 1-for-1 for now.
Simply finding one before being traded.
3 versus 3.
Another 3v3 retake.
This time Fufu's managed to pick up an operator, trying to adjust the aim back up towards heaven.
Last player standing.
I don't know where he picked up a Phantom from, but look, it's 1v2 now for Dewey. Do we do it this time? Who knows? Oh, simply off the angle!
Standing.
But I moved on.
Gonna hear.
Timing thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that looks towards heaven, immediately gets swung from tree. Feels bad, but look, the teammates there to clutch out the
Last
round.
round
Plenty
before
of
the
time
switch.
left in it as well.
Look, we're looking at a potential 10-2 half coming up from the start of the Seraphim. Really, really strong display when I moved on.
Yeah, he's 18 and 6. That's 3 KD.
I think they should rename the team I Moved On and Friends.
Yeah.
That could be or Ferg Friends.
Fucking friends. It's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, Ferg Friends is a nice ring to it.
Yeah. Oh wait, Fufu was Frank. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, once again, Yumi.
Spike down.
There's no way he sticks around there. Oh, and he gets a third! He's gonna go for more.
One
At this
enemy
point,
remaining.
oh, IU steals it away from him, but that is insane.
I've got 21 on the board now.
Round so fast, that he got the pre-round in the replay. But like, it's insane that he
Spike
sticks around
down.
for 2.
Somehow,
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, that's the advanced overlay. That's click the wrong button. I do that sometimes. Look, things not looking good for Streamer Uni. And
is it a case of things not looking good for them, or things looking very good for I Moved On?
I mean, yeah, he was averaging almost 2 kills in a round.
21 in 12 rounds.
Not too bad. Solid performance, I'd say.
Slow.
Now laser tuning try and deal with this. Actually gonna shut the door in their face, but they're trying to deal. Oh, they've just gone. Yeah, it's a bit of a feels bad there. Near the opportunity to swing out of the nebula, but directly traded.
Last player standing.
Once again, it's all down to Yumi.
Is this Yumi's sniper shot?
Maybe, but look, surrounded somewhat, 9 moved on. Not the person you want to be facing up against.
I mean, when the guy's got 23 kills on the board, I'd be a little bit scared to peek.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of feels like just a ranked game with a Smurf
Yeah.
in it. I mean, literally, look at all this, look at the kills. Everything's normal except for I moved on.
Yeah. Is that just a arena thing when you get in the... I guess you start hitting your shots, everything starts flowing.
Yeah, I mean, look, they apparently he's normally a smokes player, which actually does make sense from the last tournament. He was playing Astra, Omen a lot, hitting some nice stuff. Okay, well,
Go, go, go.
something about a single Bucky shot taking someone down is just so funny every time. And look, that's a 2-player advantage secured early on, and Cynthia does eventually find a trade, looking to swing back into heaven, spray a couple players down. Yeah, that's excellent work there. Yumi, you could try and find the
Spike
pistol.
planted.
No, I mean, it did find one, but didn't quite find the
Last
headshot.
player standing.
Oh, and it's... yeah. I can hear them yelling outside. They are
Match point.
feeling pumped about this one. I mean, it's gotta feel good coming in for the 6 o'clock game and
getting it done in 20 minutes?
I mean, yeah, with how things have been going, it's a quick one.
It's been very, very fast.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Ferg, he's just there for the ride.
Yeah, he's down there. Oh, we got a pie.
Oh!
Laser Tuni. First pie of the day.
Oh, that is tragic.
Yeah,
You know, I was joking about pieing earlier, but
it's rare, but
didn't think you'd see it.
no, nothing's real. It's well,
Are you just running it down mid for the second time? 2 rounds?
that is the exact same opener. And look, Laser Tuni's got another one. Literally the same opener as the last one.
Bye-bye.
Shotgun's doing a great job here.
Simon, live coming out from Stream.
I'm out of here.
This is potentially overtime on the way if they can
One enemy
do
remaining.
more together. Look, this one's likely going to be flawless unless Cynthia can pull off a 1v5 for the Spectre. Perhaps a gun to be collected in front of them. I'm not sure what the
Here's where
selection
that coaching's gonna come in.
Yeah, well, 2 1v2 attempts, 1 1v5. I don't know if Nubu saw her there. Swapping over to the camera, maybe not.
She'd love to break this trip front B.
Yeah, she's seeing a lot of shoulders, but not a lot of heads. Nubu's just gonna sit here. I mean, it's cypher duty things. Camera fine. Yeah.
Flawless.
Yeah.
Flawless round come out from Shuri Uni.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of that was them pulling together a good round or just
Yeah.
Seraphim running into shotguns.
Yeah. Laser trees off the pie.
Yeah.
I should play some Astral
Not
Stars
pie
in
for
this
long.
reality.
That pie never happened. We
Never
didn't see it.
happens. Yep. As long as you don't finish on pie, no one remembers.
Exactly.
Uni could. Well, actually, no. No, it's impossible for her to. Unless she
Move.
saved in the last round and got 2 kills. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You want to fight it? Go, go!
Doesn't mean that we won't see another one though. It's possible. Totally possible. Lot of stuns. A lot of stuff going on is. I mean, stunned up and still managing to hit, that's kind of crazy. I mean, this is not the first time we've seen this, though, from the Seraphim. They love to do this Astro ult where they cause a lot of pressure over towards A, and it's actually if they rest the players walking in towards B, but the spike's being
Spike
dropped, so
down,
the jig's
B.
up. Market George stick around just long enough to watch it get closed. Going through, Spike maybe now, but 2 versus 4. Was the fake worth it? Who knows? Remains to be seen. Sure, they got the spike
Last
down,
player
but
standing.
you can't stabilize the wing, leaving Cynthia in another clutch position. There's the first 2. Be a 1 versus 4, but it looks like Frank about to swing her away. Another Valorant timing there.
Another instance, yeah. Timing.
Yeah, these clutches. Proven.
Cynthia being put into
I believe that's.
Last player standing.
Yeah. It's definitely 3 because three of Streamer Uni's 4 rounds have been against Cynthia in a clutch. And then the other round was flawless, so. Ooh. We zoom in.
Maybe Cynthia being alive is the common factor.
Maybe.
Maybe that's the recipe to success.
I mean, look, she's doing an excellent job. 16, 9, and 12 is crazy. I think her KDA is actually higher than I moved on. Is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's definitely higher.
Yeah, her cast would be higher.
I don't know about cost, but at least KDA, like. Oh, and this time, IU get first kill with a Bucky. Man, Yumi has been absolutely eating these first deaths.
That is a
Yeah, I don't know if that one was meant to go there. Bit of panic smoke, perhaps, after IU just kind of slid on through tree. But look, once again, this is all a bit of a. I don't know what's going on for those Seraphim. The spikes in spawn. There's 3 people on the B site, and somehow Streamer Uni haven't rotated. They don't care. The spike hasn't been planted. Why? It's just on the A.
I don't mean to jinx it, but this round is looking very in favor of the Seraphim.
Yeah, I mean, they already got the openers.
However, there is 2 players on that side with, I believe, 10 HP.
That is true. Stewie gonna be picking up an operator here, so could do
Spike
some
planted.
damage,
He
but
clear the guy close.
there's no way.
Right.
Not with an AWP. He's holding an AWP. No.
Surely not.
This is a 50-50. Looks like the blind is gonna be sent in towards lane, so not feeling particularly optimistic as I move down. Picks up the take the opportunity to swing on out. It's a thrifty win for the victory. 13-4. The scoreline. As well, it's the Seraphim gonna be moving forward to face up against Retirement Village. Once again, they actually went up against each other in the group stage. It was Retirement Village who took it then, but
What was the scoreline then, do you know?
I could check actually, now that we're out of the game, but yeah, they're pretty happy about it. Yeah, I can hear him yelling, but I believe it was in round 2, so it was 13-10 to Retirement Village. And
It's a close map.
that's close, and apparently that was on a map where they had never played it before.
Are these 2 teams meeting each other in the semi-finals?
Yes, semifinals tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow, Friday. Oh, Saturday. Tomorrow's Friday.
This almost feels like a scam. These two teams coming together in the semi-finals.
But then again, Hungry Seekers, I think equally will
as
likely
competitive?
make their way through to the grand finals
Right.
to go. I think at the moment, I mean, if I was just to quickly, and if actually, you know what? Let's just input the score real quick. So it's 13-4 for this last map. But at least looking at the results that we've had today, so it's gonna be Retirement Village versus La Seraphim. That's gonna be a banger game. And then Hungry Seekers versus Team Biscuit. I mean, Team Biscuit, don't get me wrong, have some excellent players, but Hungry Seeker, they're the #1 contenders team in Oceania.
Right.
So that's the second highest Premier Division.
Yeah.
Like, they're a pretty good team, likely going to make it to the grand finals, but I think by all means, that these 4 teams that have made it to the semis are definitely the top 4 teams that we've got.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a pity that it's not double elimination, so we won't see some of the
Yeah.
different
So we
possible
won't
matchups.
see, you know, the
Yeah, like Hungry Seekers
the
have
match-
essentially
the
gotten
matchups that
through
we
to the semi-finals, quite likely the grand finals, without facing against Retirement Village or La Seraphim, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Although obviously they're going to have to go against one of them at some
you're
point.
gonna have to go against a tough team regardless.
If you want to win, at
which
least,
one you
yeah.
take.
Yeah. But either way, that is going to be all we have for today. Hope everyone at home has enjoyed. It's been a long day of 4 maps of Valorant, but we're going to be back on Saturday. I believe we're starting at, scheduled to be 12, but I think we're trying to move it to 1. But I guess we'll find out. Hopefully some exciting games to come, at least one of the
On
semi-final
paper.
on paper.
On
All of
paper,
these
some
should be
really
good.
good
For
games.
Team Biscuit, I think it'll be interesting to see how they go up against Hungry Seekers.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen Hungry
Taking-
Seekers getting tested by any team. I mean, if I was to look at the group stage, 13-8 against Team Biscuit in the very first round. So again, that's another rematch.
See, it's almost a little bit criminal that we're only getting BO1s
Yeah.
for some of these games.
It is the limitation of
Like-
time, to be fair. We have to run the tournament in a week
The
over a
grand
couple
final
days.
was a BO3.
Grand finals BO3. So at least when it comes to playing for the money, we're going to see a
Yeah.
little bit more.
There's a little bit more variance there.
Absolutely. But look, that is all there is for today. We got some banger matchups coming up on Saturday. So make sure you're there 12 o'clock to be safe. We'll make an announcement on the club Discord and of course on the Instagram and all that as well. So we'll see you then. For now, that's all from us. Thank you so much for watching and we'll see you on Saturday. W and I miss